kittens. Okay, I'm just gonna. I forgot the kittens. What the heck? Okay, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. How's our blanket down here? All right, we'll do bottles, and let's go from there. Okay. 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 All right. You don't really want this? No, he does. I'm just trying to give you a bottle. Hi. 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 You're very smart. Oh, you knocked him off. Okay. 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 I don't know where your brother went. I don't think you really want this. You don't want this. You don't want it. You don't want it. Oh, there he is. There he is. He doesn't want to either. Yes. I'm offering it to you. I'm offering it, but you don't want it. want this. This is what you want. Trust me. We'll put some milkies in there. Put some milkies in here. Look at that. Milkies. Okay, so when I said I forgot the kittens, I just mean I forgot them downstairs. I just realized that some people might have been like, did you forget the kittens at the vet? I did not forget the kittens at the vet. But I did forget them downstairs. They're sitting in the office in a carrier. Oh, good job, Nuggies. Good job, Nuggies. Here, try this. Okay. Okay. So let me just text Gma. Bringing the kittens up. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to give as much of an update as I can right now, but I'm waiting on paperwork from surgery, which has some, which has like diagnosis information in it, and that could take several hours for me to get. So there's some things that I won't be able to fully explain, especially some of the medical terms that they use that I just don't remember, and I need to wait for the paperwork to get it. Ophthalmology sent me the discharge paperwork already, so I have the names of their eye conditions, but I don't have the surgical paperwork yet. So I'm just going to do the best that I can to summarize, and then when I get the paperwork, I'll just post some comments with the names of the actual conditions. what's interesting is that, so I'll do ophthalmology first, since I have that paperwork. They have a pretty rare condition, which is interesting because all three have the exact same condition. And all three were born with it, but it's very unusual. So they have what is called anterior segment dysgenesis, which is sort of, so it's shortened to ASD, anterior segment dysgenesis, which is a sort of catch-all to mean that the surface of their eye is not fully developed in some way, and that can mean a few different things. There's a few different ways that can happen. So it's not really an exact diagnosis. It's more to say there's something on the surface of their eye that was not fully formed correctly. And in looking at their eyes, there were a couple things that were noted. Corneal edema, a corneal pigment, which is the bluish tint that you see, and slightly narrow anterior chamber. Whatever that means. So essentially what it means is that they have the surface of their eye has this cloudiness, this blue tinted cloudiness, which is what we can see. It's on the surface. So there's no, in all three of them, none of them have any indication of cataracts. There's no infections of any kind. There's nothing that is wrong on the inside of their eye. It's just the surface of their eye that has this sort of cloudy, film to it. This blue tinted cloudy film. And the good news is that it doesn't hurt them in any way. There's no pain associated with it. There's no risk associated with it. It doesn't have the potential for, harm in the future. So in some ways, it's just cosmetic. It's not going to go away. They will always have these cloudy blue eyes, which look really cool. So they can't complain about that. Certainly makes them look very different. And there's no risk of it getting worse in the future. So we're not going to do anything. There's no treatment or for surgery or anything that is necessary. And we don't even have a follow-up visit with them. They did check, so they checked a few things as far as their vision goes. They do respond to light. Their iris, contracts to light. So they do respond to light. They can see light and dark. And they did appear to see moving objects. They weren't able to see the retina 100% because of the cloudiness. But from what they could see, the back of the eye, the retina, in all three looks entirely normal. So there's no reason to think that the inside of their eye or the back of their eye, that their vision is affected. So the only thing that's affecting their vision, and it does affect their vision, is because, it's like if you were wearing cloudy, scratched up, blue tinted glasses, but otherwise your eyesight's totally normal, but you put on these scratched up, blue tinted glasses, that's essentially what they see. So they can't, so they definitely have vision problems, because they're looking through this cloudy blue lens. So they can't see 100%, but they see well enough that they don't run into objects. They can play with, they can see different toys, that sort of thing. So, they will be fine with the vision that they have. So that's really good news for their eyes. They're just gonna look different. And like I said, I think they actually look really cool. So, that's the deal with their eyes. Anybody have questions about their eyes? I was really excited to hear that, there wasn't any future risk of, something rupturing, something like that. That was my concern. Yeah, like a bathroom door with cloudy glass. Yeah, how they have like the privacy glass on shower stalls and bathroom windows. Yeah, that's a really good good comparison. Hi, Ben. You done going potties? Let me see your butt. You can make a little poop on your butt. Maybe you want to clean that. Or stick it on the floor. Yeah, looking through fogged up glasses. That's another good example. No, I don't know if it can be removed, but there's just no reason to risk that kind of surgery. They see well enough that it's not something to try. That wasn't even an option given to me. No, it should not get worse. That's what I'm saying. There's no risk to it. There's no risk to not treating it. Yeah, so they're vision impaired, but they're not blind. And we've seen that they can get around just fine in the room. You know, even climbing, they do just fine. So I don't foresee any problems with their eyes with that way. So their legs, I had wanted to show you on the kittens. The kittens that I left downstairs. I wanted to show you something. But, oh wait, here we go. Oh, I'm getting the, oh no. Oh no, that's another ophthalmology. Ugh. I thought it was surgery. No. So surgery, I'm kind of stalling because I'm waiting for Gmo to get back and hoping that she'll bring me some kittens. All right, so I'll talk about Summit first. So the surgeon could see how, you know, he has a little bit of a strange walk. It's not completely normal. But we've seen even, you know, at the time that I made the appointment 4 weeks ago, Summit used to walk with his feet pointed out more, and his legs were more splayed open. And in that time, you know, his ambulation has improved tremendously, and he runs and jumps, and unless you were really looking for it, you probably wouldn't even notice that there's anything different about the way that he walks. So, so that's exactly what the surgeon observed, you know, was that he was fully capable of moving almost completely normal. So for Summit, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to, I should say, so let me start off by saying we didn't have any imaging done today. Dr. Schwab had them all walk around the exam room, observed the way that they were walking, and felt all of their legs and bones, physically felt them. And that's how he performed the exam today. So, we didn't have any imaging done for a couple of reasons. One, they're just really small. And two, he could tell and diagnose them, everything that he needed to diagnose them with, without images today. So it just would have been a waste of money because it was unnecessary in order for him to diagnose them. And three, because down the line, we'll probably need some images when I get to some of the options we have. You know, we'll need x-rays then. And so, you know, if we take them today, it's useless to us, you know, when it comes several weeks down in the future. They'll have to be done again. So again, just a waste of money. So we don't have any images from today. There was no x-rays or anything taken today. But as far as Summit goes, you know, they're really, you know, there's some minor abnormality, but because he has, pretty much normal mobility, our decision was not to treat him with anything and not to do anything moving forward. So he doesn't have a recheck. He's 100% cleared. His eyes are cleared. His legs are cleared. So I'm actually going to start accepting adoption applications for him soon, along with Prairie. So the two of them are totally cleared. No follow-ups necessary. The next thing will be their spays and neuters. So that's good news for Summit. I'm gonna pause for a minute and let Spacey catch up a bit with the CC. And maybe Gma will come home soon. Oh yeah, Luna, that's a good point. So, Dr. Schwab just encouraged us to continue to have him climb and run, try to push him, so I saw Gma brought in a taller tower, challenge him more. And definitely the more active he is and the more he uses his back legs, the better it's going to get. So I actually expect that in time, his mobility will even improve even more, to the point that nobody might be able to tell that there's anything wrong. So that goes for all three of them. He said, the more they move around, the more use that they get, from their back legs, the better. So, we just want to keep encouraging them to climb and be challenged by all of their little towers and things like that. Oh, Chima's here. Do you have the babies? Okay, awesome. Woo, we procrastinated long enough. No, it's fine. I was waiting to give an update because I needed them. All right, she's just putting Savanna in her room, and then she'll be up with the kittens. So I'm gonna pause. And actually, I'm going to get closer to the camera because I want to... Who's under me? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, Pursy Purrs. Oh, Pursy Purrs. You're so cute. You're so cute. Okay, go here for right now. Let me move over. Move over here. Ah, perfect.
I need to hear everything too.
Yeah. The only thing I talked about so far, well, you'll hear updates.
Okay.
I'll fill you in on what you missed.
Okay. Been very busy.
Here, bring him over here. And then you can hang out and listen to the update.
Hi, my babies again. Yeah. Yeah, my babies, yeah.
Okay, so we just covered Summit. Summit doesn't need anything done.
Yay! All right, Summit.
We just need to get him to continue to climb.
Okay.
Keep using his legs.
Okay.
And
Yay.
he has no follow-up. He's good. Summit is cleared for adoption.
Yay!
All right. So let's do Dale. All right, Dale is an interesting case. Okay, Dale has what are called, I think this is what they're called. Again, this is what I need to confirm when we get the paperwork. Luxating ankles. So apparently a cat's ankles should not be able to bend around like this. This is not normal. His ankles are not connected properly. And that is the reason that he walks funny. It happened in both of his legs. He, like a cat's leg should not be able to go straight like this. But his, you can bend all over the place. Doesn't hurt him. It's just not connected properly. So, I think it's called luxating ankles, but I Googled that and nothing came up. So I could be wrong about what that's called. But that's why he walks funny. Is because he doesn't have the right ankle connections. So for him, Dr. Schwab thinks surgery is a good option for him.
Oh, good.
And what they would actually do is insert pins into his legs that would prevent him from being able to move it around like this. So the pins would allow him just to be able to move it, as far as it's supposed to go, but not where it's like wobbly all over the place. And that's our option for him, is to insert these pins in his legs.
So he has super flexible ankles.
He's super flexible ankles. So the thing is he's very tiny. He's too tiny for this surgery now. Not big enough. The surgery itself takes a couple of hours. So he's just too small for anesthesia for several hours. That's he's not big enough for that. So for Dale, he goes back in 6 weeks. So he has quite a bit of time with us. He goes back in 6 weeks. And that's when we'll reassess. He'll get some imaging done. That's when we'll discuss, if he's big enough for surgery. We'll talk more about the specifics of his treatment.
Yeah, we got some new toys.
In the meantime, same as Summit, he encouraged him to run around as much as possible, to use his legs, his back legs. Like, the stronger his legs are, the better he'll do after surgery. That makes sense that, he'll be able to recover faster. So, no PT, nothing formal. But just kind of like what we've done, just have a lot of different little towers for them to climb. A lot of, and when they start to master some of these, get some bigger ones so they continue to be challenged.
Like we did one already.
Prairie went in here to hang out with River.
I miss my siblings.
Prairie wanted to find out what this box was.
Oh, down ankle pain.
No, he's not. Dale's not missing any leg bones. He doesn't have any shortened bones. It's all just in
The connection.
the connection. And I should say that, so Dr. Schwab, the ways that they presented today, none of them are kind of rare cases, their eyes are rare. I talked about that earlier. But as far as their leg deformities go, he's seen a lot of what River has, a backwards leg, and treated a lot of them. So when he saw River, he was like, oh, he knew right away what was going on here. But also not new as far as Dale goes either. So, very experienced.
Oh, good.
So River's our last one up. And, River gets around pretty well. But this leg, the backwards leg, now that he's grown, we've discovered that his right rear leg is actually pretty functional. And he tries to use it, pretty normally. The right rear, or the left rear leg, which is the backwards one, he drags and he tries to use his knee, which is actually what makes his mobility kind of awkward, because he can't get that knee up under him. So Dr. Schwab actually said that there is not surgery in his case to correct his leg.
Oh.
His leg is literally twisted 180 degrees in the wrong direction, and it's just not possible to fix that. But the really good news is that he has 3 really good working legs, and he believes that if we amputate that left leg, that he will get around even better. That right now that is a hindrance to him, and he's kind of like rocking off to the side when he walks, as opposed to if he was a 3-legged cat, he actually wouldn't lean back on it like that.
Amputate right where at the knee, you mean?
No, I think amputate it at the hip.
Oh.
Yeah, I think because there's a risk when you have an open wound like that. If you amputate at the knee, I think there's a risk of arthritis, because they're still leaning over instead of it being them standing straight up. They're still leaning over. Like, it's kind of no different than the way he is right now, where he's leaning over on his knee to walk. What you want for him to do is to stand straight up on all 3, and not lean over back on that 4th leg. So, that's not the news that we really wanted to hear. I mean, I wanted there to be, some miracle surgery that would save his leg. But that's just not in the cards for him. And, Dr. Schwab says, he's seen dozens of these kittens, and they all, turn out great with 3 legs.
Oh, okay.
He said that it's the same deal as Dale, though. He'll need to come back in 6 weeks. He's just not big enough for surgery yet. So he'll be reevaluated in 6 weeks. So I have an appointment already for them in exactly 6 weeks. So February 16th is their recheck. So the 2 of them, it's possible that we could find adopters who would follow up, who would take them to the appointment. They don't necessarily, or even foster parents, like, they don't have to stay here. So we may end up, advertising them and seeing what happens as far as interest goes. But they will need, follow-up as opposed to the other ones.
Prairie likes the
Yeah,
other one.
I know.
She was definitely ready. Some of the
Yeah.
others were too. I'd be like, it's time for us to go up a little
Yeah.
bit. But I wanted to wait until we got the update on them, you know.
So that's pretty much it. I mean, and again with River, same thing as the other two, just encouraging him to, continue using those legs. Having, things that he can climb. I think they do a really good job of using them and being challenged already. So, as they're jumping around and climbing right now. I think that, it would be different if River had both back legs that were not functioning. I think that would be a different situation, but because he has 3 legs that work almost as well as Summit's do. I mean, they might be a little wonky, but they've been functioning better and better. The more muscle he gets, the more he is able to walk normally on those 3 legs. And it's really the 4th leg that is just holding him back. So he has a really good chance to, once his 4th, that backwards leg is amputated, he has a really good chance of being like just as spry and mobile as Summit.
Especially at his young age.
Yeah. Is this Summit up here on me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show you because the doctor showed me even on River. Oh, here we go. Let's do it on Summit. So here's how a regular kitten This goes flat too.
Hey, Pee-Pee.
Alright, well obviously I did not understand because his goes flat too. So obviously I cannot produce what the doctor did when he was comparing them. Maybe it was the ankle. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was a different joint.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to get him back.
I mean, look, he's doing pretty well since he's moved around in here.
Okay, well, I can't do the comparison because now I'm not sure which part of Dale's leg is the part that moves around the way it's not supposed to.
Oh, hey, you left me. My brother's over here. Well, they definitely all like the big tower.
Yeah. Good thinking bringing that one up.
I didn't know if they were still too small enough for that. The one that's like that would footprints, we had that, the 3 level one that we usually put in here. We're sleeping. I gotta check Prairie's butt too, make sure she's not any dry poop. I had one clean blue one, so I put that one down as a clean one, took that one up, and the middle one, they're in the wash, and they're probably ready for the dryer now.
Oh, okay.
So I can put that one back down, and the other one, take this one up, put 2 clean ones here,
Mm-hmm.
to help with their movement, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to get them cleaned. So I give that those in the dryer. I was trying to get all that done before you got home.
Well, they did really good about the appointments because I was supposed to still be there,
Yeah.
but they, after I was done with surgery, he actually went and spoke to Ophthalmology and asked if they would take me then instead of me
Wow.
having to wait until the afternoon. And they did, so it was nice. I didn't have to stay there all day
That's awesome.
because they're doing curbside. So I was gonna have to be in the car all that time. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so thankfully they took me in.
Yeah. So, I just said, I only have to throw it in the dryer, both of them, and then we can, they won't take long to get dry. Yeah, very good. And then I can take this one up, put 2 clean ones down. And get that one ready to be washed. Oh, I guess I should give you the blue collar too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anybody on me at the moment.
Did you trim it yet?
No, I didn't get a chance to. There was just so much going on, it was easier just to take it off and figure out,
Yeah.
I'll put it on later.
Plus, you don't know the difference between them.
Well, I could have done it right then and there while I had them, but there was just too much. Cause I already gotten here like 10 minutes before that happened, I was like, oh my gosh. Alright.
Yeah, thanks for the CC, Spacey. I appreciate that. I know there was a lot of info.
Let me get the scissors. Oh. Okay.
Where'd that come from?
I just saw it right there, so I have no idea.
I had the end of it up there. It's not up there?
That must be it.
Okay. Makes you wonder. Alright.
Never mind. Remember the bottles?
where that little piece went that I cut off? Oh, well, you took it.
So I was playing with it. A new toy. Right. Why am I here screaming? Oh, good food.
What? You saying good poo?
Yeah,
That's good to celebrate.
That was a good one. So.
We have some squirty ones for sure.
Yeah, we have some. And some were solid. And some are just soft. Yeah, getting there. Oh, you need to check this out first.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Luna.
Okay.
Luna's gonna put in an app for Summit. I think my only concern out of all of the things that I heard today, you know, I thought it was all, you know, I think it's a great plan for everyone. I think, you know, we have a good plan to move forward. You know, nothing seems too upsetting. I know that River losing his leg is not like happy news, but you know, still the fact that there is an option that will leave him better than he is now and let him move better. I think, you know, overall it's all really good news. So the only thing that I'm concerned about is kind of like what happened with the Pops when we had to wait so long for them to have surgery, that by the time they could have surgery, they weren't little kittens anymore.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to find, or it's harder. It's more difficult to find homes for kittens who are 16 weeks, you know, 4 months old, rather than 8 weeks old. And, you know, my concern is that 2 of them are going to have to wait until they're at least, so they'll be 14 weeks at their next checkup with a surgeon. You know, it's likely that it'll be like 16 weeks at the point that they have surgery, and then you're talking about recovery time after that.
Yeah.
So if we waited until they had their surgery and were fully recovered, you know, we could be talking about them being 5 months old, and that's very difficult. And so, you know, I think I'm gonna change things up than the way that we did things with the Pops, where, you know, we kept them until their surgery, and I'm gonna try to find them homes before then. And, you know, we'll just coordinate with the adopters as far as them getting the surgery follow-ups that they need, and have their adopters, you know, bring them to the visits, and they can recover in their own homes. And so if we can find adopters for them sooner, so they don't have to stay here, you know, I think that's going to be easier to find them a home.
Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Let's get off the leg. There we go. Alright, is that better? Yeah, okay. Got a nice clean leg now. Okay. There you go. Alrighty. Yeah. There you go, good boy. There we go. Now your leg is all clean. Okay? There we go. All clean. There you go, honey. Oh, look at you up there.
Dale! Dale up on the tall scratcher.
Oh, look at you.
Wow.
Climbed up there on your
We might need taller scratchers than this.
Oh,
Like you said, that 3-tier one.
I think we're gonna have to.
I think we need that 3-tier one.
Yeah, I think so. I think you guys are ready. Yeah. I wasn't sure till Grandma could hear the news. Yeah. I think we can bring that 3 one down. Yeah, did Grandma go get that? Okay. Yeah. All right.
Good job, Dale.
Goodness me, I know. Look at you. That was so good boy. Yes, it was. That was so good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, that was. Oh, good boy. All right, Grandma, go ahead, go get that. This, do you want it out here? Usually put it by the window.
Yeah.
Put it by the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I didn't hear about the eyes. Are their eyes going to...
Oh, yeah, you missed the update.
That's what I'm wondering about over here. I need cushioning over here.
I mean, he's fine. He'll learn. He'll learn how to get down.
He will. I mean, that was, for this one, that's why I put that one there, so
Yeah.
they can learn
Yeah.
to go up and down and get the hang of it.
Yeah. Yeah, their eyes are, it's mostly cosmetic. They do have vision impairment, but it's like the way she was describing it was like, you know, looking through like foggy blue glasses, like blue tinted glasses.
Oh.
So they have a pigmentation, a corneal pigment, which is the blue, so that's why their eyes are like staying blue like that. And then the cloudiness is just on the surface of their eye. But there's no, they couldn't find any damage inside their eyes or in the back of the eyes, like where the retina is. So they can see, they have vision, but it's like if you put on glasses, you know, that are all fogged up and tinted, you know, it's like looking through that. So they're looking through this lens that makes everything kind of blurry.
Yeah.
But they definitely see light and dark. They definitely can see movement.
Yeah, I knew that from just watching a lot of times.
Yeah. They're just not able to see clearly. You know, they just can't see clearly, but they see enough that they can get around. So
Yeah.
there's no risk for further damage. You know, basically, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get worse. It's just going to look this way forever. So they don't even have follow-up for eye appointments.
All right. Woo-hoo. All right, let me go get that 3-tier one down. We can see how they do.
Yeah, I think that River will climb once he doesn't have that leg holding him back. I think that's actually been holding him back from being able to climb as well as the others. You're crazy pants, mister. You're crazy pants. You crazy pants. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, Summit, look at this. Summit.
Alright, let's get in.
You're gonna like it.
Okay.
Here he comes.
Alright, come on. Let's go.
He's
Summit.
coming, he's
Here we
following.
go. I know you wanna.
Prairie's following you too.
Alright, come on, our two climbers. Let's go. Here we go. Go ahead. I know you want to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. Around this way. Is this rug over here for Reese the screen one? Unless he put, or we can put it over there.
Yeah, he left the other dirty blanket here. I don't know why he didn't put it in the bag. Huh? No, he left it right here. It's dirty blanket. I was like, what? I thought that was dirty.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
oh,
Or if he moved it to sit there.
oh. I don't want those down on the floor. They just poop on them.
Oh. I don't know why they
Because one smuggler put them down, and then because one put them down, then they all kept changing them out. No, no.
There she is.
Look at her up there.
There's Prairie.
Oh,
Well, she her feet.
That was a good
That was
try.
All right, I'll give you a 10 on that one.
Yeah, that's a good try.
That was very good. Wow. Good gymnastics there. She's like, oh, I'm up again.
Yep, right back up.
There you go. All right, go ahead. Summit, go ahead. You know you want to. What have you got up there? What is this? Give me this. Go ahead, Summit. You know you do. Let me peek over and peek at it.
Yeah, that's what they keep. They're not fully trained yet. Oh, there goes Summit.
Summit goes up. Something's like, I want to go up there too. Wait for me, sis.
Look at him climb. Oh my gosh! Look at Dale.
Dale, you're doing it the hard way, honey. You know, you didn't go for the level 1 yet. You're trying to go right up on level 2.
Look at them up there. Dale, what are you doing? You're so goofy. You're so goofy. You're just a goofy boy. You smell like perfume. I think one of the vet techs was
Oh, that was
smooching
very
you.
good, yeah. Darn.
Look at him. Look at him up there. Oh my gosh.
There goes Dale.
Can you move that mushroom scratcher so everybody can see them up there?
Yeah.
Thanks. Dale's climbing up even more. Oh my goodness, look at him go.
Use those back legs.
Oh,
He's getting there.
he's got practice. He did
He
it!
did it. Got up to the 2nd level. I think we should put that one over there.
This white,
Yeah.
yeah.
Until you guys get the hang of it. Until you figure this out. Okay?
Yeah.
There we go. Alright? Until you guys figure this out. Limited vision there. Oh, they like that there.
Yeah. They're fine, guys. They're fine.
Yeah.
Viewers.
They're fine. We're watching. They're fine. It's all part of learning. It's a whole new thing.
You do not need carpeting, and they're fine.
Nah. They'll figure it out. Dale's not letting anything stop him. They're having a ball
They are.
over here. There you go, Dale. They have their claws. You guys are doing great. You're learning it all. All right, we can get more of the window. There.
Where's your River. What are you doing, bud? These guys are all passed out. Well, they had a snuggler session.
I say, the others did not.
No, they didn't get a snuggler.
Except for Prairie, but the others were like, nah, they were at doctor,
Yeah.
so they need to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
Goodness, you guys are doing awesome. Yeah, you're figuring it all out. Yes, you are. We're gonna be at a time we're gonna be moving these. Move them up. Alright, I gotta go put these other things in the dryer so we can put the mats down. Clean mats. Hi, Pete. Hi, Kitty.
Adorabilities. That's so cute. What a cute phrase. What, Faye? What? What do you have in your back? Is this poop or food? Food. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. What? What? Yeah. I'm glad he isn't missing any bone. And I really wish that I knew the name of the what the condition that he said. What thing? Yeah. What? 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 Oh, peas. Oh, peas. River, are you trying to climb? Okay. All right. I gotta get up. All right, kids. Okay. of this over here. Excuse me. Thank you.